Hello, online crew. Let's have a chat today about the 6 P's to build towards a six-figure business. And let's see which one of the P's, if not more than one, you might be missing. This is after years of kind of learning digital marketing and online marketing. If you really want to be successful online, you really need to tune in to all these 6 P's that I'm going to talk about today. If you're missing a key component to one of them, then that might be what's letting you down with successfully building your business online. So you may even want to get a pen to write down what these 6 P's are to work out what it is that you need to concentrate on moving forward. So hi, if we haven't met before, my name's Helen Martin. I am your online crew captain to our amazing online crew community here of home-based business owners, direct sellers, social sellers. If you're building online and you're in that kind of business model, but you want to do it with integrity and be as genuine and authentic and as a human before a marketer as much as possible, then you're in the right place. That's something that's really important to me, is to be a human before a marketer, even while, building a business online. So if you are on live with me, please say hello. Let me know where you're tuning in from today, whether you're watching from Instagram or you are watching from Facebook or YouTube or my group. So I do also want to remind you of those of you that are familiar in my community. We do a clubhouse room every week. Yesterday, we talked about what you should be doing for the last quarter of this year and activities that you should be concentrating on. So if you catch the replay of Clubhouse, you get all that information. And I just did a full-blown training in the coaching community on TikTok practically. So I shared my phone and we pushed all the buttons and I shared with you the videos that I'm doing and captions and music and sound and how to edit it and the covers and the descriptions and the hashtags, the whole lot. So between last week's training on trending videos and CapCut videos and this week's training regarding more of the freestyle type TikTok videos, you are covered. So if you are a coaching community member, you want to go and catch the recording of not only today's training that I just finished, but last week's training as well. And if any of you did the TikTok bootcamp that I finished a couple of weeks ago, that practical training in the coaching community along with the bootcamp training, you're good to go on TikTok. And just, let me add, how amazing if you're still avoiding that platform, if you don't know how to use it, like all the training is there. Like I got you covered there with the coaching community. If you don't know what that is or you want the information, reach out to me for that. Or just put coaching community in the comments and we can get you that information. But, I found somebody found me on TikTok a few days ago and ended up buying almost $600 worth of products off me yesterday morning. Found me 3 days ago on TikTok. I was number 6 globally for our entire company for product sales last month. Number 6 globally. Like you're talking United States, Canada, like every country that the company is in. I was number 6 last month for product sales. Mainly like 100% from TikTok. So if you're still sitting back watching and not embracing that platform, you're missing out is all I would say. Okay. So coaching community members, all that training, the bootcamp replays, the practical training, it's all there for you to go and learn and embrace and, get those kind of results yourself. Okay. So let's get into this. What do you think some of the P's? So when I say the 6 P's, they're obviously things starting with P. So what comes to your mind when you think about, the 6 main things that might start with a P to build towards a six-figure business? Like I'd love to sort of hear what you guys think. I'll go through them now anyway. But this is where, I would really encourage you to look at kind of training or mentorship in these areas, because this is kind of what you need. Okay, so let me run through them. Number 1, hands down, the first P is personal development, because it doesn't matter what you learn on TikTok or Reels or Instagram or Facebook or whatever platforms that you're on. If you don't believe you can be successful, if you've got doubts, if you don't believe in the industry, you don't believe in your company, you just don't believe then you ain't going to be successful. That's just the bottom line. So your whole attitude, are you half glass full or you half glass empty? Like, are you one of those things that need your upline to do everything for you? You won't even go and look for resources yourself. Like, how do you show up as a human being? So your personal development, your drive, your attitude, that will make or break you. You've got to get that sorted out. And sometimes people don't even know how to sort themselves out. They don't know how to break through their own crap. They don't even see, the things that are letting them down. They believe their own excuses. So sometimes you need a helping hand and a mentor to help you break through those things that are holding you back. So personal development is absolutely number one. Okay. What people gravitate towards is the shiny object syndrome. It's all the things that you think are going to, like the platforms like Reels or TikTok or Curiosity Posts or Facebook or, whatever it is. They're good and you want to know them and they'll give you opportunities, but you have to be the one to go embrace it, do it, show your face, be authentic. There is no, what I'm trying to say. What I'm seeing this year and the way that social media is shifting is that people don't want the crafted content so much anymore. They want you. They want your voice. They want your face. It's all about the know, like, and trust. I've talked about that a lot here, even in last week's videos. Go and catch them. Okay, so personal development is number one. Number two, absolutely essential. What the hell is your personal brand? And don't hide behind social media. Don't hide behind your brand. Your brand is you, your personality, your authenticity. But what do you stand for? Who are you talking to and what problems are you solving for them? All the stuff that you kind of know about personal branding. Have you got that sorted out yet? If you don't, you're going to turn up on social media talking to kind of everybody, not really knowing what content to put out there. Social media gets really hard when you're not dialed in with your brand. Social media gets exhausting when you're not dialed in with your brand. Trust me, when you know who you're talking to, what problems you solve for them, and you do it authentically and genuinely, all the pieces will fall together. But if your pieces are not falling together, I would question whether you know exactly what you stand for on social media and what your brand is. And some of you might know a brand, but you're hiding behind it. You're not actually bringing you are your biggest asset. So the whole branding conversation, have you sorted that out yet? That's your second P. Your third P is planning and systems and how you show up and your DMO, your daily method of operation, your weekly method of operation. Are you batch recording your content to make it easier for you? Or are you one of these people that's doing everything at the last minute? And again, you're exhausted by social media and you're like, I should post something today. I don't know what to post today. And then you didn't post anything today. And then you get to the end of the day and it's like, I didn't post anything today. I'll post something tomorrow. Tomorrow comes around. You think about, I don't know what to post. You are all over the place. If that's you, then you need some help with planning. You need systems. You need somebody to hold you accountable, to all of those things. So you've got to get organized to cope with social media and being effective on social media. And it can be done. It can be done really effectively. So you're only building your business in, not every hour of the day, all day. Here's the biggest thing I find with people building on social media. They get exhausted by it. It doesn't work. They don't get many results. They don't get much engagement. They don't get much traction. They're thinking about their business all the time. They're thinking about what they should post. They're thinking about the training they need to catch up on. They're thinking about how to build their business. They're thinking, and there's very little action. What happens with those people is they get absolutely exhausted and they end up stepping away and giving up. But all that was a whole lot of thinking. And just not enough action, not enough planning, not enough work out your brand, working with a mentor to speed you up, all those kind of things. It's just a waste of your energy to think about your business and not do. So you might need help with some do. And that just comes down to planning, being a really good planner. Ideally, what you want to do is when you're on for your business, you're organized, you know what you're doing, you're batch recording content, you're answering messages, you're liaising with people, all those kind of things. And then when you're off and you're enjoying your family, you're enjoying your life, you're enjoying your weekends, you're enjoying everything that life brings you. You're not thinking about your business 7 days a week, all day, not doing anything and getting exhausted by it, and you're not getting any results. You got no money in your bank account, you got no new customers, you got no new team members, and you're exhausted by the business. But that's because you probably haven't got enough planning and systems in place. Okay, essential to survival in this day and age in the world of social building online. Okay, the number 4 one, that P, producing content. Those of you that rely on attraction marketing, you want to build on social media through attraction marketing. How do you attract people to you? Through your content. How often are you showing up? What are you showing up? What are you doing? Are you hiding behind your content? Are you doing 100% shared content? Are you doing 100% quotes? Are you you're putting content out there, or you're thinking about the content that you should put out there, but your content is not effective? It's not connecting. You've got no human connection with anybody. You're putting content out there, but you're not having any conversations with anybody about your business or your product. Then if that's the case, you don't have effective content. So you might need help with producing effective, not just content. It's not just putting content out there. You can put a lot of content out there, but if you're not having any conversations with anybody, and your goal is to put awesome content out there, that the content creates the conversations, so you don't have to go and network as much or prospect as much. The less effective your content is, the more networking you have to go and do. The more effective your content is, and that you are at producing content effectively, the less you'll need to prospect and find people to talk to, because your content's doing it for you. I am talking to people all day, every day from TikTok at the moment, because my content is producing the conversations. I don't need to go and start conversations with people, because my content is creating the conversations. How are you doing in that area? Okay, that's number 4. Number 5, if you are in social selling, you need to learn how to prospect and recruit. You can't rely on the content to just suddenly get somebody to buy something off you. You still have to have conversations. You still have to nurture the leads. You still have to close the sale. Do you know what a recruiting funnel is? Do you know how to recruit online successfully? Do you get a lot of nibbles, but no one converts? Well, then my guess would be that you need more training in converting with your recruiting, because you might be attracting people, but no one's closing, no one's buying anything off you. Then your prospecting and recruiting skills are not where they need to be. Your conversation skills are not where they need to be. My conversations training in my VIP program and my coaching community, if people really grasp that, and somebody reached out to me, I don't know if she's watching or not, or she might catch the replay. She said, man, that conversations training, I'm putting it into practice and it's making so much difference. She said, ordinarily I would do this, but your voice was in my mind after going through that training, and I did this, and now this is where I'm at. So just the training that I do on conversations alone, do you know the right language? Do you know how to treat people? Do you know how to build rapport? Do you know how to cut through the crap and stop being in the friend zone to lead up your business and convert the sale? All of that is in prospecting and recruiting. Okay. And the 6th one, that was number 5. Number 6P is your positioning on social media, your social equity. How are you positioning yourself on social media? So that involves a few things. It involves building influence. You'll sell more stuff when you build your influence. That's positioning. And when you've got automation and systems in your business, ultimately that's what you want to lead to with the 6P, is you've got systems and automation in place so you can get sales while you sleep. It's a beautiful thing, trust me. So do you have those things in place where people can buy a product off you and it's automated while you're sleeping? Or you've got a system in place of some sort that can take them through a funnel to look at what, your business entails, and then, convert that to a sale. So your positioning as a leader, as somebody who's got systems, as somebody who's got influence, that's what you need to build to get to a 6-figure business. So that whole combination of, let me run through them again: personal development, personal brand, planning, producing content, prospecting and recruiting, and positioning, which is building influence and automation. How are you going with those 6 things? What are you missing? Who's brave enough to let me know what are you missing in those 6 Ps? A bit of all of it? So here's what I want to share with you. If you need that kind of mentorship, you need to set goals, you need help with an action plan, you need help with a DMO, you need help with accountability, weekly accountability, an accountability tracker, weekly accountability videos, you need your work reviewed, you need help from somebody who's in the trenches doing it, you need help from somebody who's doing the do and is a little bit further ahead of your journey than you, then I would invite you to look at the information on my VIP mentorship program, which only opens twice a year, and that is now. So I only open up this twice a year and I only work with 10 people. So that's October to March and April to September. So we're just wrapping up the current round and I'm opening up for a 1st of October intake again. So you work with me from October to, to March. Those of you that are already in the program that are continuing on, then that's what we're working on. We need to get you, truly focused to get better results than you already have. Those of you that need that kind of support and mentorship and accountability, we have calls twice a month. You're accountable weekly. You've got an accountability tracker. I'll set you tasks. I'll give you training. I'll review your work. We've got a separate Facebook group. You can put in questions anytime. Much higher level mentorship. If that's something that you want to explore and you think you need, then just reach out to me personally or put in the comments at VIP details, please. And I'll share that information with you and you can see if you're a good fit for that. But I have spent tens of thousands of dollars working all of that out. And I don't think you actually ever arrive. I don't think you ever turn into the leader that you need to be. But if you're going to lead a team of just one, you need leadership skills. You need to show up. You need to show up for yourself and get results and be organized and planned and have a good DMO and be accountable to yourself and get results before you can lead a team. So how well are you leading yourself before you can even lead and be successful in leading a team? So this is my structure. This is the 6 Ps that I work with. 6-month program, 6 Ps. Get the picture. So every month we're working on something, concentrating on those 6 Ps to get you really dialed in with your mindset and how you think and that your attitude and all those kind of things. Really dialing in on your personal brand, really dialing in with your planning and your organization and your DMO and your time blocking and all those kind of things. Really dialing in with your content. What content can you create on what platform? What does that look like? What's going to be good for you? You shouldn't be all things to all platforms, all types of content. Sometimes you just need to strip it back and focus on one thing or a couple of things and get really good at it and then move on. And some of you don't know what that is. You don't even know what platform that is. You don't really know what to concentrate on. You're just trying to do all the things and you're just getting nowhere. You're spinning your wheels. So how long have you been spinning your wheels for would be my question. A few months, a few weeks, a few months, a few years. Now, in saying that, I can provide you all of that, but if you don't do the work, I can't help you. So don't ask for the information if you're not willing to do the work and show up and be accountable. And don't have huge expectations if you're not going to put the work in, because if you don't put the work in, you can't get the outcome. But those that show up and do the work and are accountable and use the Facebook group and tap into the training and do everything that they're asked, they take leaps and bounds. So it's an opportunity for you to speed up the results in your business if that's what you want. Okay. Okay, awesome. I'm going to leave it there. If anybody has any questions, you reach out to me personally. If you think this is something that you need to get further ahead, in your business, then reach out for those VIP details. Okay, so I'll leave that with you. Now, make sure you join me tomorrow because I'm on a rant on tomorrow's video. Someone's pissed me off and I'm going to share it here because I can't stand this kind of behavior. It just does my head in that people send messages and act like this in our industry. And so I want to highlight it. I'm not going to name names, but just turn up with me live tomorrow and I'll share the details. Okay. So I'll catch you then. And again, coaching community members, go and watch the replay of that TikTok training that I did earlier today, as well as last week's, because that'll make a massive difference to how you show up on that platform and, the success that you can have. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.